Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Waves theory and provide multiple scenarios price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. We're talking about this being a possible 5-way move here and then looking for some kind of pullback from these highs of 22.9k. For this one we had a count like this, in which again this 5-way move was either a wave 1 or wave A, and then we were looking for this structure to be a wave A, B and C. However, we were creating this very sideways mess here, and yeah, we were looking at this as either being ABC or ABC, but however that is no longer possible, and therefore I had to modify the count a bit. However, I'm still remaining bullish, and I'll explain that in just a moment. Now, we had the idea of having this as the wave A before, and then this as the wave B lows. We did not get to the 1.618, which would be the invalidation of that count, and we did invalidate this count yesterday. So I had to be looking for a new structure that would explain in Elliott Waves terms what this could be part of. Now, in here, I'll look into this structure again, and the only way I can get a 5-way structure coming down into these current lows that we have is that we have this as a wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and then this whole structure here would be an ending diagonals of wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 1, 2 here as well, in which we would put it something like this, but we are just going to get some kind of wicks in here. It doesn't really overall matter which one is going to be used. Now, the only thing that I had here was that we had very good looking 5-way structure in here, either from here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or somewhere from here. But the only thing that does not make sense here would be the size of this. If we were thinking that this could be a wave 1 here, wave 2, then this 3 would be the smallest here. So we can't have that as the wave 3. That's why we have the wave 1 already up in here. And this would be some kind of probably extended fifth or something. But yeah, this would also explain that we had the lowest low here on RSI, creating that divergence between the third and fifth, and the third of third and the fifth of third here, creating that divergence in here. Now, if we are zooming out a bit, and why am I still remaining bullish, at least on the short term, is just because of this. If we are looking at how price has created lower lows while creating higher lows here on RSI, that is again creating multiple bullish divergences in place. If you were playing just the game where you would be looking at, okay, these were the previous lows, okay, we are catching this swing failure pattern confirmed when the price comes back in, closes above it, and then you would be looking to add. But if you placed your stop very closely here, then you would be just getting stopped out on the next SFP. Same thing here, and you would be getting stopped out. Now, if you were looking at RSI and comparing that here, you would be saying, okay, bullish divergence again in here, so I'll just add to my position. Bullish divergence in here, I'll add to my position. Again, this was lower low. Bullish divergence again here, I'll add to my position. And that's why I remained bullish here, even though we were creating lower lows and the count was not clear. Again, Elliott Wave is one of the tools that I use, but RSI is one of them as well. So if RSI is telling me, okay, this move is not over, or this move is starting to be over, and we need to be looking for some kind of pump, I'm still going to be adding it, even if I can't figure out the count for it. So you have to be balancing those two. Now, what are we actually expecting now? The only thing that I've done here is I've moved my retracement from these highs to these lows here, and we are creating looking for another high here. 38.2 would be again the same minimum requirement that we would be looking for. Again, it is now a bit lower because again this lower low here was put in place. Previously we had it from here and the expectation was that 21k. Now we don't have that anymore, and we have a 20.65. So to me, I would be still looking for some kind of structure like this, but I'm not quite sure if we have a good looking setup here anymore. The only area I would be looking for possible longs here would be this order block here that we have. Also, we have the point of control there, a naked point of control, a daily right below it. So if we are going to get in here in this area, I would be probably looking for scalp longs here. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that we are retracing it so small, 38.2 to 0.5. Around the golden pocket, we just don't have much here for confluence, so that's why I'm not looking for that low. If we are going to be breaking these lows here, then I'm not sure if I want to be looking for longs, because again, you need to be thinking about risk to reward. Are we going to be taking a long setup that looks like this, or are we going to be where we have the risk to reward very high, or are we going to be taking something like this? Now this still has the risk to reward over 2, which is again the minimum that I use, which is still fine, and this structure could come all the way down. But the thing is, if we are placing our stops at these lows, we don't allow us to have this as a three-way structure. It can be measured as a three-way structure as well, like so. We get beyond the 0.618, which is again the minimum for any three-way structure, but we can also measure this as a five-way structure, in which we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. However, again, we don't have a very good looking structure in here. We have the highest high here on RSI at the end of the 5th, basically. So we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we don't have that divergence in here that we would be expecting. Actually, it should be like this, because again, this third would be very small. It could be that this is still that third of third. So we would have, well, I can't even see it how it would be. Okay, never mind about that. But yeah, this area here would be where I would be looking for long setups, if any, if you want to be having that very much greater risk to reward. But yeah, I feel like that is the update for today. Again, these were the targets, 20.65 and 21k, all the way to this golden pocket here, which lines up with a very old daily. Not sure if that has any value anymore. We can see that there is going to be some volume coming in there as well. Let's take a look at this here. Yeah, golden pocket has the the point of control here as well. So yeah, definitely an area worth keeping an eye on if the price gets up this high. But I feel like that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover today. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.